Conference finals tonight between the Spurs and the Thunder. Stephen A., you're up first. You got SGA, 30 or more points tonight. Why?
Because he's SGA and he's going to need to do that in order for the San Antonio Spurs to get knocked off. SGA has to be SGA. He can't be this average player that he's looked like in the postseason. He's got to remind everybody he's the league MVP, he's special, and he's lethal. He has to be that guy. Otherwise, Oklahoma City's chances of beating San Antonio are minimal.
Okay, keep it moving here. Doggy, you got Chet Holmgren bouncing back with 15 or more points.
Yeah, I think he's got to make some threes. I think he'll make 2 or 3 of them. Holmgren had a horrific game the other day outside of the block shot. You saw him in the when Caruso threw the camera away. He was really upset, and he could tell he was annoyed at himself. He's been a big athlete. I expect a good performance out of him tonight. I'll take the 15.
I will go with Wemby, 25 or more points tonight because, well, he scored basically double that in game 1. He's averaging over 26 points per game on the road during the playoffs this year. So give me Wemby, 25 or more points tonight. We stay with Wemby. As I just said, he exploded for 41 points in game 1. So now does Oklahoma City need to change the way they defend him, Doggy?
I think what Oklahoma City needs to do more than anything else, he's going to get his points. He's too big. He's going to get offensive rebounds. They're going to do the alley-oops. He'll shoot him. He'll make a couple threes. I'm not worried about it. They have to keep him active on the defensive end. They got to have they put Hartenstein in there to hurt him a little bit. Let Holmgren go out there and get him away from the basket where he can't be as a dominating effector, have a dominating effect. He's going to do what he does. Make him work a little harder on the defensive end. Even go to Hartenstein a little bit early in the game. He's got to play more than 12 minutes. So I suspect that that's the way you can maybe control him a little bit, making him work a little harder all around with the 2 guys. Hartenstein. What did I say? Hartenstein?
Yes. Go ahead, Stephen A. You think they need to defend him differently?
Well, listen, you have to try something. But I definitely think that, you know what, Chet Holmgren, it starts with him. You got to accept the challenge. I mean, he kicked your ass. You know, he showed up. And first thing he did was watch as SGA was awarded the MVP. And he said, that belongs to me. I'm going to show y'all that belongs to me. And then after that, you know, he went up against Chet Holmgren, who supposedly, purportedly, they don't like each other. And he completely dominated Chet Holmgren. What are you going to do about it? Are you going to make your presence felt in some capacity? How about making Wemby make sure he has to guard you, or making sure San Antonio has to guard you? You've got to do something. And if Chet Holmgren is not going to do anything in this series, I think Oklahoma City is the one team with the assets to go and get Giannis Antetokounmpo. And I think that's exactly what they should do. They should package Holmgren along with one of those young players, a couple of first-round picks, a couple of second-round picks, and they should go and send that to Milwaukee for Giannis Antetokounmpo. If Chet Holmgren ain't going to step up and show you that he's worthy of competing against Wemby for years to come, why not do that?
Well, he has an opportunity to do it tonight in game 2 to definitely step up. It does feel like the Thunder really only have one way to go, and that is up after their performance in game 1. Let's recap, though. So we got SGA, 30 or more points tonight, Chet Holmgren, 15 or more points, and then Wemby, 25 or more.
Right, how come? Yeah, because as Stephen A. said, and I agree with him, this feels must win. It's a home game for you. You're already down 0-1. He's got to pick up his scoring. He has not really been on his game the last few. Big game for the 2-time MVP.
How about Chet Holmgren going over 15 points? You like it?
Yeah, I also like this, too, because you know why? Chet Holmgren's got to show up. He's got to respond. Wembanyama kind of took his lunch in game 1, let him know. You've got to now answer back for your team and also for your own edification.
And then how about the superstar freshman? You have him over 25 points.
He's the best player in the series. And that includes the MVP. And I know what I'm saying, but he is the best player in this series. He's playing like that. I don't know how they stop him. I think he is going to dominate this series. His scoring is going to be up in this game.
Those are the picks in the parlay at DraftKings Sportsbook. SGA the over on points, Holmgren the over, Wembanyama the over, the odds on the parlay plus 625 at DraftKings Sportsbook. Okay, we're going to do something we try and do for fun. Not for fun. We try and do it for fun to educate you, but I find it fun. Living. To a little bit of a demonstration of how you think they should handle Wembanyama tonight and all the rest of it. So we got Jay and Alan. Let's go.
So you've seen us in a variety of different sections, right? Where Alex Caruso tries to beat him with his quickness, Lou Dort tries to beat him with more physicality. I think the key to how you play Victor Wembanyama, Alan, is you have to make it 4v4, everybody else. This is 1v1 all night long. So if that's Lou Dort, this is how you're going to see Lou Dort guard a guy like Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah.
He's going to be this all the time. It's going to be an arm bar in his chest. You can't go anywhere. Nope. I'm here every single time. I'm here every single time. And literally, so let's say the shot goes up.
Yeah.
Most people, when the shot goes up, what do, Alan? They turn around,
Right.
They box out, they try to feel him, right? No. Shot goes up, I'm not even turning around. I'm right here. Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? I'm not allowing you to even get to the rim. I think it's always meeting him with some kind of level of physicality and staying attached. You can't afford to let him have any freedom of movement, and you make it that way the entire game.
And that's a guy like Dort, is what you're suggesting?
It's a guy like, even when
guy?
Chet guards him, you have to be physical with him. I don't care if you're a Slim Reaper or whatever you are. You got to stay up in his pocket 24/7. You cannot lose him on.
You got to make it selfish. You got to make it a personal battle. You said
1v1.
4v4. You guys worry about that stuff. This guy's not getting off in this game anymore. I'm going to just lock it on him. Don't ask me to help. I'm not going to help. I'm taking him out of the game.
I like that. Very quickly, I just want to go back to something you said. It's a good little demo there. I want to go back to something you said a moment ago, because it felt like you were hesitant to say Wembanyama is the best player in the series. And I understand your hesitation.
The MVP's in the series.
I called my son yesterday, and he's a 23-year-old basketball fan, and he said to me, isn't he the best player in the world right now?
Yes.
Like watching Victor Wembanyama right now.
Yes.
Put everything else aside, awards and all of that.
Yeah.
He's the best player, right? There's no one who can do what that guy does.
Everything we've seen in the playoffs for him, too. It feels like, too, he's been challenged a little bit in this playoffs, especially against Minnesota. What you just did, they were trying to do with him, very physical, very nasty. And what he was able to respond with, that moment that he had with the elbow set a tone. I'm telling you, he is emerging right now as the best player in the league.
Okay. SGA, they can't find the right ISOs because he's always playing as a free safety off on the side. So it's always SGA versus 4 to 5 other people.
Let me get Shams in here, because there's one huge factor in this. The Spurs did it without De'Aaron Fox in Game 1. What do we know about his status for tonight?
So in that Minnesota Timberwolves series, De'Aaron Fox was diagnosed with a high ankle sprain, and that pain has now shifted lower in his ankle. So he's going to be a game-time decision. The Spurs will make a decision closer to tip tonight. But this is an injury. Mitch Johnson, the Spurs coach, said it's not going to get better by playing in games. He's going to need a period of rest. So high ankle sprain that De'Aaron Fox is dealing with. He actually suffered it in Game 4, then played in Game 5 and 6 of that Timberwolves series, sat Game 1.
Okay, when you steal a Game 1 on the road, maybe you have the opportunity to rest a guy that he can't. Allen is frustrated because Jay continues to face guard him here this is an AAU tournament and there's only one kid on the team who can score. In the meantime, there was another huge story in the Western Conference yesterday. Gentlemen, a moment if I can. There was NBA news yesterday that took all of us by surprise, with Jason Kidd being fired as the head coach of the Mavs. He coached in Dallas for 5 years, led them to the finals a couple of years ago. This coming just weeks after Masai Ujiri takes over as the Mavs president. The ousting adds to a list of massive changes that Dallas has gone through in the last 15 months. Since they were in the finals just 2 years ago, they traded away Luka, they fired their general manager. 3 months ago, they traded away Anthony Davis, who was the focal point in the return for the Doncic trade, and now they fired Jason Kidd. It was actually this story, you broke this story while Charles Barkley was live on the air, and he's looking at his phone, and he just went, oh my God. I think speaking for all of us, what can you tell us about this decision?
This is Masai Ujiri entering within a couple weeks now and making a complete clean slate, a complete fresh start for the Dallas Mavericks. The Mavs, Masai Ujiri, owner Patrick Dumont, they're eating 4 years and about $45 million left on Jason Kidd's contract. You think about the residue that we've seen from the Luka Doncic trade. In the last 7 months, Nico Harrison fired, Anthony Davis traded for salaries and a few picks, and now Jason Kidd fired as the coach. And there is no question from Mav sources that I talked to. Part of the conversation, the information gathering for Patrick Dumont, for Masai Ujiri, was the support that it was felt internally that Jason Kidd had for that Luka Doncic trade, and just what has gone on internally. There's been levels of infighting there, the culture, and Masai Ujiri, once he got in there, he wanted to turn the entire culture around and give the entire organization a clean slate. Jason Kidd was fired. Multiple coaches were fired. Executives, scouts also let go yesterday. Masai Ujiri is coming in and doing everything now, moving forward, his way.
Wendy, it has felt like it's been a dysfunctional time in Dallas for the last, I don't know, whatever it is, year and a half. But you're going to tell us that's going to be an attractive job.
Cooper Flagg is the future of the Western Conference.